Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our ceremony will be beginning shortly. We just ask that you are aware that all saved seats will be released in about 2 minutes. So if you are saving seats, it's important to know that we have to relieve them so we can let the rest of our guests in. Also, just another friendly reminder that if you have any balloons, they need to be either all the way in the back against the back wall or outside in the lobby. Again, we also ask that you please silence your cell phones, and we will be beginning in about 8 minutes. 8 minutes and counting, folks. Thank you.
Okay, is that better? Emily Garrity, is the platform party good to go?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 commencement ceremonies are about to begin. Just a friendly reminder that you please turn off all cell phones, and please make sure that all the balloons are all the way to the back of the wall so that they do not interfere with any view of our guests and, of course, also of our graduates. We also ask that you please remain in your seats throughout the ceremony. If possible, our escorts and ushers will assist with showing you the necessary facilities if you need those. For children, we also have an area that has been set aside for either a cry room or also an area where they can play. Again, we are so grateful for you to be here to enjoy this very memorable and celebratory moment. Our commencement exercises will now begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Clovis Community College class of 2018.
Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremonies for Clovis Community College. We now ask that everyone please stand for the presentation of colors by the Fresno State ROTC and the singing of the national anthem by Jonathan Archie. Please remember to remain standing until the color guard has left the auditorium.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, brave?
Thank you. You can please be seated. Good evening, and welcome to the Clovis Community College Commencement Ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the State Center Community College District, Chancellor Paul Parnell, and the faculty and staff of the Clovis Community College, I welcome our distinguished guests, our graduates, and their families and friends to this very special occasion. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of our platform party and ask that they stand when I call their name and remain standing. Please, if you would, hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Lori Bennett, College President. Mr. Bobby Kahn, President, Board of Trustees. Ms. Lori Hopper, Vice President of Administrative Services. Dr. Alfonso Tucker, author and our commencement speaker. Ms. Elizabeth Romero, Faculty Marshal and President of the Academic Senate. Dr. John Forbes, Dean of Instruction. Ms. Robbie Conkle, Dean of Instruction. Dr. James Ortez, Dean of Instruction. Ms. Kira Tippins, Dean of Student Services. Ms. Christine McCarian, Vice Chancellor, Operations and Information Systems. Mr. Ed Ing, Vice Chancellor, Finance and Administration. I'd also like to take this time to recognize the President of the Associated Student Government, who is also here tonight graduating, Ms. Brendis Arnasdotter. Please join us in welcoming our distinguished guests. Thank you. You may be seated. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the President of Clovis Community College, Dr. Lori Bennett.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this important event. I am so proud to be the president of Clovis Community College and honored to participate in this graduation ceremony. Graduates, earning an associate's degree is an important milestone. This degree represents your dedication and commitment to gaining a wealth of knowledge, and that is something that you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. I'm sure that you agree that there is an amazing group of people out here who have helped support you throughout your journey. So would you please join me in looking out into the audience, and let's give a huge round of applause for the family, the friends, the faculty, and the staff who have believed in you, who have encouraged you, and who are so very proud of your accomplishments. And lastly, I really want to express my true appreciation to all of you for your effort and participation throughout your time with us. You are now and forever will be a member of the Clovis Community College Crush family. And now, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker, Dr. Alfonso Tucker. Alfonso was born in Detroit, Michigan, to a woman by the name of Susie Ann Rhymes. To this day, he has never known the pleasure of her voice or the security of her touch. His biological father, Thomas Tucker, took him from her when he was less than 6 months old. During his years growing up with Thomas, he learned all his techniques associated with crime and with the criminal lifestyle, which resulted in Alfonso being placed in foster care. When Alfonso turned 17, he was given custody to his godsend family, Mike and Dana Darling from Clovis, California. This is where he experienced a new beginning, which led him to earn his AA degree from Fresno City College, his bachelor's degree from Fresno State, a master's degree in psychology, and just recently he completed his doctoral degree in clinical psychology. Please help me welcome Dr. Alfonso Tucker.
Good evening. Good evening, graduates. How you guys doing? If I can have just a few moments of your time, the information that I'd like to offer you is not just for these graduates, but for everyone here that has helped them along their path. Those of you who are sitting in these seats, proudly screaming and waving and saying, "Hey, that's my son." I heard a guy over here say, "That's my wife." The information that I want to offer you is extremely important. However, before I do that, I must give thanks to the persons that allowed me to be here. There's a woman by the name of Emily Garrity. She is assistant to the president of Clovis Community College. Gurdeep Herbert, who's the director of student success. There is the vice president, Kelly Fowler, who I met this evening. And of course, Dr. Lori Bennett, who is the president of Clovis Community College, and other persons that I had the pleasure of communicating with, distinguished faculty and staff. The theme of this speech, simply stated, education is the key to success in all areas of one's life. I'm going to say that one more time because I really want to put emphasis on this theme. Education is the key to success in all areas of one's life. Graduates, we have something in common. I have an associate's degree. And in front of your friends, your family, and your loved ones, I invite you to my home so you can come see that degree. I'm extremely proud of that. And the reason why I am so very proud of that is because that was my foundation, earning an associate's degree from a community college, Fresno Community College. Point one, indulge me for a moment and understand this. Imagine holding a glass, clear liquid, water. Water, life. You take a drop of color and you put it in that glass, education, water, life. Point two, everyone here has a strong understanding of what water is. We need it, simply stated. Anyone here ever heard of the 8x8 rule? 8 8-ounce cups of water a day is what a healthy person should drink. Is anyone here honoring that rule? Few people, right? Can you imagine education being that 8 times 8 rule? Point three, graduates, imagine the importance of water in your life. And let's substitute that and allow that drop to be education. If you allow yourself education, everything that you want, need, hope, pray, long for can be had. It is my deepest belief as I stand here today, not having the pleasure of growing up thinking that I would be able to address a crowd as a doctor. My thoughts were education, education, education. My father told me the day that I came to live with them, all you have to do is go to practice and go to school. Education is the key to success in all areas of one's life. Understand that this associate's degree that you have is truly a foundation. I truly believe that. Point number 4, the foundation. Life is water. The foundation of one's livelihood is education. The drop of color that I am discussing in this short speech, I'm not going to be up here long, is the key. For all of you who have helped these graduates along their path, you have assisted them with that key. Now they hold this key, which is your foundation. Understand this, that foundation is going to allow every person here to accomplish their wants, dreams, as long as they abide by that rule. Now, I'm not telling you you have to drink 8 8-ounce cups of water a day, but I am telling you that if you allow education to be a part of your life every day, as you allow liquid, water, as a need in your life, you will accomplish absolutely everything that you set out to do. In closing, understand this, please. I learned how to study at a junior college. I learned how to do homework at a junior college. Does anyone know the difference between studying and doing homework? That foundation allowed me to move on. And because I steadfast and actually dreamed of furthering my education, I have the honor of standing here before you with the title of doctor. Education has allowed me to understand what it takes to be in love and to share life with my wife, Dr. Andrene Wilson Tucker. Education has allowed me to understand and contribute as a son to my parents, Mike and Dana Darling. Education has allowed me to move forward in life and again stand here with the title of doctor because I consumed education, education, education. So if you remember anything from this speech, understand that you now have the power. That key will open so many doors for you. Education is the key to success in all areas of your life. Take advantage of that, positive advantage. In closing, thank you for your time. Please enjoy yourselves. And again, congratulate these associate degree having young men and women education. Thank you.
Dr. Tucker, thank you so much for your truly inspirational remarks. On behalf of Clovis Community College, we'd like to present you with this plaque of recognition. Thank you. Madam President, I am honored to present the 2017-18 retired faculty members to be bestowed emeritus status. Mr. Bill Allen, who could not be with us tonight, served as a math faculty member for 34 years. Mr. Ray Chahadi has also served for our district and our college for 33 years. Bill Allen and Ray Chahadi have diligently served the college and our community with distinction. Mr. Ray Chahadi, would you please stand to be recognized?
Ray, it is with great appreciation that we recognize your faithful and dedicated service to the field of education. We wish you continued success and good health in the future. I hereby confer upon you emeritus status. Thank you. You may now be seated. Our special recognition this evening will focus on several graduates who have earned distinct honors. I will be recognizing the students selected for the President's Medal, followed by our deans, who will recognize the 4 students selected to receive a Dean's Medal of Distinction. Our Vice President of Instruction and Student Services will then recognize our students graduating with honors and special recognition. The President's Award is given to a student who has demonstrated leadership at the college, given back to the college or community, and still maintained high academic achievement during their time at Clovis Community College. This year's recipient of the President's Medal is Edna Rodriguez. Edna was born in Fresno, but moved to Mexico when she was little. Her parents divorced when she was 5, and Edna moved back to the United States with her mother, who was one of her greatest inspirations. A single mother of 2, her mom always worked hard to provide for her children. Edna learned English as her second language and struggled with reading and writing throughout school. However, it wasn't just her studies that made college difficult for Edna. The pressure to succeed was becoming exhausting. Still, Ms. Rodriguez persevered. Edna found her passion for communication studies while taking classes at Clovis with instructors who were warm, funny, caring, and dedicated to their students. They inspired Edna. Her instructors say that she has grown from a quiet, unsure student to one who is strong-willed, solid, and a team player. Edna is a role model for her family and her peers, and in the fall, she will be transferring to Fresno State as a communications major. Edna, it is my honor to present to you the President's Medal.
It gives me the great pleasure to present the Dean's Medal of Distinction for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics to Marie Barr Ramsey. So I had the privilege of getting to know her a little bit, so I get to brag on you. She's a great example of how that hard work and positive attitude pays off in the end. You entered Clovis Community College taking general education classes and intermediate algebra course. And she tells the story that she initially felt like she was behind in math. However, she excelled in her coursework, so much so that faculty initially invited her then to the tutorial center and then to be an embedded tutor in math classes. And then as Marie continued with her studies, she progressed through the most advanced and challenging math, science, and computer science courses we offer. So she's standing on stage and joining us today with a perfect 4.0 GPA, earning an associate's degree for transfer in physics and in mathematics, and an associate's degree in computer science. This fall, she will attend the University of California, Berkeley as a joint major in electrical engineering and computer science. Marie credits Clovis Community College faculty with shaping her interests in STEM careers. She also thanks her parents for being her biggest supporters and inspiration. And her advice for future graduates is to never get discouraged, even if you felt like other students were ahead of you. You can achieve it if you put in the hard work. Congratulations. Thank you.
President Bennett and honored guests, it gives me great pleasure to present the Dean's Medal of Distinction to Alexa Periconi. On behalf of the CTE Division and Business Department, Alexa is majoring in economics and plans to become a certified public accountant. This girl sets goals for herself. When she was in 6th grade, she took a trip to UCLA And from that moment, after seeing the campus, she set a goal to attend UCLA in the future, and that is exactly where she's transferring. So in the fall, she'll be matriculating at UCLA, again, studying in accounting. So we're so pleased and proud of Alexa. She works in the community. She also volunteers her time and has enjoyed studying at Clovis Community College. She came to us from Clovis North, and I think she'll highly enjoy her time at UCLA. Congratulations, Alexa.
Good evening. It is with great pride that I present the Dean's Medal of Distinction for Humanities and Social Sciences and Athletics to Ms. Juliana Shonkai. Juliana is a first-generation communication honors student. She is taking her 4.0 GPA, which she has held since the 7th grade at Clark Intermediate and through high school at Clovis High, to the University of California, Santa Cruz, where she has earned a scholarship and will major in linguistics. Julie has made an impact on Clovis Community College students by serving as a tutor in both the communication lab and the tutorial center. Her tutoring work led her to be a presenter at the Northern California Writing Centers Association Writing Conference in Santa Clara, where she spoke of the collaborative benefit of linking the communication lab with the tutorial center. As an honor student, Julie has left her mark as well. She served as a moderator for the 2017 Oxford debate as part of the honor seminar this past fall. Julie wanted me to thank her professors, Anna Martinez and Stacy Ross, for their guidance and for their support. Way to crush it, Julie.
Dr. Bennett and honored guests, it gives me great pleasure to present the Dean's Medal of Distinction for Student Support Services to Mr. Anthony Aquino. Anthony is the oldest of 3 children and the first person in his family to ever attend college. Anthony took on an authoritative role at the young age of 6 years old when his father was incarcerated and Anthony had to help mother raise the younger children. Anthony focused on school and playing baseball and wanted education to be what kept him going. Anthony and his younger siblings were placed back in their father's care during high school, when his father would drive him from Clovis all the way to Selma just so that he could finish high school where he started. After graduating from Selma High, Anthony began attending Clovis Community College and soon got a job as a student aide in the counseling office. While going to school full-time, working part-time, and being active in his church, Anthony still played an important role in his younger siblings' lives, dropping them off and picking them up from school, taking them to doctor's appointments, and helping them with their own schoolwork. Anthony's graduating with a 3.2 GPA and earning an associate's degree for transfer in math. In the fall, Anthony will either attend Cal Poly or Fresno State as he pursues his goal of becoming a civil engineer. Anthony is a true role model, and I am so very proud to present him as the Dean's Medal of Distinction for the Student Services Division. Congratulations, Anthony.
we have our award winners stand up one more time? Give you a big round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you. Clovis Community College holds all of our graduates in high esteem. There are a select group of students who have excelled academically and have earned the privilege of graduating with distinct honors. We'd like to take this moment to recognize their academic excellence. Graduates, with the following groups, please stand when I refer to your recognition. First, the Leon S. Peters Honors Program graduates. Would you please stand? Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you. Graduates, if you have earned permanent membership into Alpha Gamma Sigma, would you please stand? You can be seated. Thank you. Graduates that have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above and are graduating magna cum laude, would you please stand? Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you. Graduates, if you have earned a cumulative 4.0 GPA or above and are graduating summa cum laude, would you please stand to be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Our students who have served in the military and are graduating this evening are presented a red, white, and blue cord that is worn during this ceremony. Would our veteran graduates please stand to be recognized? You can be seated. Thank you. And finally, we take great pride in our students that have served in a leadership role with our Associated Student Government. These graduates are presented with a royal blue cord for our ceremony tonight. Would the graduating members of the Associated Student Government please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You can sit down. Thank you. Would we all give another round of applause to all of our graduates with our distinct honors? Congratulations. Being selected as the student speaker for commencement is a significant accomplishment and honor. Tonight, we have the pleasure of hearing from two representatives from the class of 2018. Please help me welcome Ms. Rajinder Dacey and Mr. Seshan Ratnam. Please come forward.
Time is running out.
You desperately try to collect yourself as you ponder the realization that this moment will determine everything.
The countdown is here. 5,
4,
3,
2.
1.
Registering for classes is the epitome of what being a stressful college student is like.
That one moment will determine taking a relaxing 12 p.m. class at Clovis Community or waking up at 6 to get to your 8 a.m. class at Fresno City.
This is just one of the many moments that show what being a stressful college student is like. My name is Seshan Ratnam.
And my name is Rajinder Dacey. Today we will take a trip down memory lane and explore the tales of Clovis Community College.
As students, we all carry our own stories.
These chronicles carry everything: our successes.
You mean like finding parking?
Our failures.
Do I even need to bring up what you got on your first organic chemistry test?
Our friendships.
Like being stuck with you for the past 5 years.
These series of events carry our lives.
The future of these stories are always blank pages.
Every author has a plan of how they want their story to be. But regardless of what we plan, life has something else in mind, whether it's for the better or for the worse.
We thought our narratives would be about us and written by us, but becoming a part of the Crush family helped us realize that this family has vital characters that help write our stories as well. Rachel, you started my journey at community college when I was in 10th grade taking college classes. Athena, you were always there to answer my endless questions about UC schools, medical schools, and college in general.
Tasha, you made being a first-generation college student a little bit easier by giving me the best advice. Rebecca, you made coming to the financial aid office a little less overwhelming and taught me that working hard pays off, literally.
Isaac, Gurdeep, Sasha, and the rest of the Outreach family, you have all been there to help both me and Rajinder learn and grow.
All of us standing here today have at some point been influenced by the characters in our stories.
Our counselors gave us advice, our advisors gave us support, our employers gave us money, and the school gave us opportunities.
One student at a time. The characters that we meet, the friendships and relationships we make, the classes that we pass or fail, equally help to create the narrative of our lives.
My narrative shares a story of a Sri Lankan American born in Sacramento and raised in Fresno. I worked full-time with 4 jobs and attended school as a full-time student. My days would consist of going to work from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, followed by school from 3:30 to 10. There were always nights I would stay awake asking myself, why am I doing this? Through my experiences, I developed an overarching theme to my story. Nothing in life worth having comes easy. The days that you want to quit, ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because in the end, we will always work hard with an unwavering force to accomplish the things that are most important to us. For me, I'm doing this to return back to Fresno and practice medicine as a physician.
As a child of immigrants and a first-generation college student, it was hard to believe that I would someday stand on this stage. But as I stand here, it dawns on me that it took some unique circumstances to get me here. I started my journey here as a sophomore in high school, where I took my first summer college class. At that point, I thought I was just taking these classes to get ahead in my future education, but I ended up building a foundation with a campus I would stay with throughout high school and beyond. Here, I got a serious education with many of my professors having PhDs, and the support from faculty that I don't think any other campus could have given me. For that, I am forever grateful, and that is why I leave to my future institution not only a better student, but an improved individual.
Looking into the future, we can further analyze the words of Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it present.
As we go on with our education, we will unravel each of our life's mysteries one page at a time.
Some pages will consist of sleepless nights studying for organic chemistry.
Other pages will be stained with the coffee from the sleepless nights studying for organic chemistry.
And some will be pre-written notes scolding us for taking organic chemistry.
But regardless of how our tale is written, we must always realize that we are the authors.
No matter how our narratives look like today, we have the power to change what they will look like tomorrow.
Our stories were never meant to be perfect best-selling novels.
But sometimes the most valuable journeys in life are the ones that are filled with failures, successes, ups, and downs.
We were told if plan A doesn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters.
But 26 letters later, we may not have a plan A, or B, or even Z for that matter. But at least we'd have the mentality to persevere through thick and thin.
Class of 2018, today we conclude this chapter of Clovis Community College's story. We urge you to reflect upon your stories, the memories that you've made, the experiences you have lived through, the friendships you have created, and continue to write your triumphant tales. Fill up the blank pages of your futures with your successes, your dreams, and your aspirations.
Know that every twist and turn has led you to this stage tonight, standing in front of those who have been integral parts of your journey. Always remember, The binding that holds your story together is the family you've grown up with, the family you have added, and the support from your friends and family here at Clovis Community College. We wish you the best in your future endeavors, and always remember to crush it!
Thank you, Rajender and Station. We are so proud of you, and we want to personally thank you for your great work as students and ambassadors for Clovis Community College. On behalf of Clovis Community College, we would like to present each of you with this plaque of recognition. Thank you. Madam President, it is now my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees and certificates in courses by successfully completing curricula offered by the academic departments of Clovis Community College. The graduates here tonight have been recommended by the faculty and our Board of Trustees to be awarded degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments. All graduates, would you please stand?
Students, by virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State Center Community College District, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Associates in Art, Associate in Science. You may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations, and now please be seated.
Will the first row of graduates please stand? Samuel Fairbanks.
Brandon Paul Morris.
Amber Morris.
Cheyenne Summer Ray Jones.
Edna Rodriguez.
Alexa Pericone.
Juliana Shankoy.
Marie Barr Ramsey.
Anthony Aquino.
Brindis Ardnostutter.
Seshan Ratnam.
Rajinder Desi.
Anthony Aguilar.
Nancy Karina Morales.
Alejandra Amezola Velasquez.
Abigail Brown.
Nicholas Shamlin.
Lorenzo Paul Sanchez. Mia Robin Bullock.
Destiny Gilbrethman.
Amy Vu.
Reina Herrera.
Madison Rayleigh Burrow.
Lillian Jacqueline Melgar.
Israel Esteban Kosar.
Raul Carrillo Jr.
Jessica Donahue.
Elena Martinez.
Natalie Ortega Rodriguez.
Victoria Renee Karen.
Chantel Fuima Ono.
Cassie Hansen.
Annika Navarro.
Brother Mike Carnell.
Amy Elizabeth Snavely.
Yoletis Flores.
Etzel Aterado.
Luke Benjamin Fonmiller.
Cielito Michelle Godburn.
Miranda B. Chapman.
Carly C. Regier.
Jamie Leanne Smith.
Brandy Garcia.
Catherine Kalpakoff.
Kate Martell.
Victoria Roberts.
Sandra Chires Sanchez.
Komal Kaur Sekon.
Marita Katetti.
Catherine Vanessa Duran.
Lisbeth Maldonado San Pedro.
Jessica Correa Mendoza.
Brittany Boffman.
Nathan Edens.
Nancy Kumar.
Alyssa Lynn Lacko Tucker.
Emily Ringline.
Wakas Ahmad.
Adam Mahmoud.
Elizabeth Gallegos.
Kella Hawkins.
Emma Lorraine Zamora.
Haley Cottle.
Caden McGoffern.
Garrett Hayworth.
Haley Hart.
Ruby G.
Linda Melissa Ruiz.
Jenna Marie Pericone.
Arjun Pariwal.
Michael Williams.
Jamie Orozco.
Alyssa Brianne Hayes.
Christian Zhang.
Jenny Lee.
Logan Taylor Myatt.
Lauren Getty.
Jordan Blanchard.
Mariah Lucas.
Celia Marie Aguirre.
Kelsey Joy Jones.
Andrew James Bricker. Simran Sidhu.
Zarina Assad.
Lisa Cervantes. Becky Yang.
Marissa Sarabian.
Aaliyah Leslie Griffin.
Michelle Mary Townsend.
Taylor Yates.
Andrea Flores.
Melissa Castillo.
Esmeralda Garcia.
Gabriela Peralta.
Haley Long.
Vanessa Frias.
Patrick Heinrichs.
Omotayo Alaru.
Carla Vinces.
Rayanne Vasquez.
Vanessa Jasmine Butler.
Uriel Vasquez.
Reem Moharam.
Andrea Carissa Gonzalez.
Connor Kellum.
Jacob Bukilika.
Cameron Ferraro.
Zachary DeFurio.
Javen Arechika.
Jessica Villasana.
Mindy Ramos.
Kaylee Knott.
Charles Tyler Turney.
Beth Wilson.
Brittany Elizabeth Swindell.
Bree Nicole Badia.
Amanda Thomas.
Hannah McDaniel.
Kimberly Marie Velasquez.
Matthew Rodriguez.
Megan Chwanta.
Donovan Sotolongo.
Ebele Chichoke.
Danica Avila.
Bethany Miku.
Anthony Daniel Montoya.
Mason Ariel Heshmati.
Sophia Beretta.
Rachel Durant.
Jasmine Martinez.
Rita Kevorkian.
Caleb Loving.
Jonathan Xavier Flores.
Tessa Leon.
Jennifer Hayes.
Megan Barnes.
Diana Krivabach.
Deanna Otis.
Corina Elena Gomez.
Nicholas Jansen.
Matthew Mueller.
Maria Fernanda Alonso Salazar.
Nicole Alicia Bruno.
Robert McVicker.
Diego Raya.
Steve Tran.
Yer Lore.
Nupi Kaur.
Christopher Mungry.
Juanita Rios. I love you too.
Roxanne Michelle Decker.
Isabel Salazar.
Caroline Rodriguez.
Micah Asuncion.
Emmanuel Isa.
Elia Manzo.
Olutola Peter Akande.
Halima Smith.
Michelle Pipkin.
Isis Gomez.
Raquel Irene Sorondo.
Shanice Fradu.
Sarab Ali.
Lakasha Wary.
Ruby Herrera.
Danielle De La Fuente.
Rachel Lynn Ward.
Seva Deskov.
Congratulations again to the class of 2018. Big round of applause. On behalf of the entire Clovis Community College faculty, staff, administration, and the State Center Community College Board of Trustees, we again wish to congratulate our graduates on their achievement in attaining their associate degree. We are proud to have had a role in your success and wish you the best in your future endeavors. We also invite you to come back and visit Clovis Community College because you are now one of our proud Crush alumni. We want to take this moment to thank all of the individuals who worked so hard in organizing this ceremony. Please join me in thanking the following groups of individuals for their important contributions. The Clovis Community College Commencement Advisory Committee. The Clovis Community College student and staff volunteers. And all of the wonderful staff here at Cross City Church. Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work. Following the recessional, we invite all of you to a reception in the pavilion just outside the auditorium. We ask that all guests please remain in your seats until all of the faculty and graduates have exited the auditorium. Again, please remain seated until everyone, all faculty and graduates, have exited the building. Distinguished faculty, would you please stand? Thank you for your service and your dedication. You will now be escorted to the reception by your line leaders. Thank you. Graduates, would you please stand? The line monitors will now escort you off the stage and to the reception. Congratulations again. Family and friends, thank you for being a part of this historic event. You are now welcome to exit and join the graduates at the reception. This concludes the Clovis Community College commencement ceremony. Thank you.